Ramyashi. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. On 5th of November, United States of America would be voting to select the next government. Whether they will continue with Democrats with a new president Ms. Kamala Harris, or will it be Republicans with the return of Mr. Donald Trump. So this is the question which is making rounds across the world and nobody has a clear answer. There are certain polls or analysis which is suggesting Mr. Trump will come back. But there are certain analysis as well which suggests that Ms. Harris will be the president of USA. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of speculations which is happening, which is also causing the markets to be volatile as well. So I have taken up this to analyze from Vedic astrology point of view, and in this video I'll be explaining it in detailed way so that everyone can understand that. So please don't forget to watch this video in complete, and also please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Ashwin's Astrology for more such content, and also please do share the video among your friends and family circle. If you want to take up personalized consultations from me, then you can definitely approach me via clicking on the description or visiting my YouTube channel, where you will get my email ID, or you can see it on the screen as well. So let's begin with this exercise. So firstly, I'm taking the chart of United States of America itself, because when we analyze and make any kind of Medini predictions, then first we have to analyze the chart of the nation. So United States of America's chart, which is based on its Independence Day, that is 4th of July 1776. So taking the place Philadelphia. So this is the chart which has been considered by many of the astrologers, and also followed or emphasized by our Guru Shri K.N. Rao sir also. So taking this chart of Simha Lagna, because there is a difference of opinion that there are certain section of astrologers who consider Mithun Lagna. I do respect their choice also, but I am following the footsteps of our Guru. So taking Simha Lagna here, so we can see Lagna Lord Sun is present in the 11th house along with the Yoga Karaka Mars, as well as with other two benefic planets, that is Jupiter and Venus. So Mars and Sun has a lot of 22 degree difference here, and we can see Jupiter Venus is in between, and Jupiter and Sun has bit closer conjunction compared to the other planets, and Venus and Jupiter have a closer conjunction here comparing with Sun and Mars. So Jupiter and Venus just have 3 degree difference here, and Jupiter Sun has 7 degree difference here. So Lagna Lord going to the 11th house and being associated with such benefic planets, so this suggests that how dominating United States of America is in this world. So they have such high influential role to play in each and every global matters, and the geopolitical scenarios also will always most of the time would be in their favor, and they always have the upper hand in almost all the matters. So this is very well explained, because Lagna Lord is placed really well in the Lagna Kundli, and also in the Navamsha. If you see, the Lagna Lord Sun is exalted in the 5th house. So if we actually put the Rashi Tulya Navamsha and see as well, so from the Simha Lagna here, you can see that Sun is in the 9th house, which is a Bhagyasthana. So considering from this point of view also, the Lagna Lord Sun is very, very strong. So as a nation, United States of America is a very highly inflation and a very strong nation, and this represents a capitalist economy also, because Simha, which is the king of the jungle, which makes its own rules and regulations and leads its own way. So all this nature has been depicted, and even United States of America also has the same kind of traits. Now coming to the other planetary positions, like 7th and 6th Lord Saturn in the 2nd house, Moon present in the 7th house. Both Moon and Saturn, Shani, Chandra, both represent the common man, common women as per Medini Jyotish, or the public. So we can see that the larger population of this country is immigrants itself. That is, the Native Americans are very less in United States of America, and larger amount of population are from the other countries. So Moon being present in the 7th house, which represents the foreign countries, and also the 7th Lord coming to the 2nd house. So all this shows that the immigrants would be the financial health of this country, as well as they form the larger population of this country. And coming to the Mercury retrograde and Rahu in the 12th house, so this shows that such a lavish and luxurious country it is, and because it is in a Cancer sign, Karka Rashi, it shows that it is a place for almost all kinds of people. So it's such an inhabiting place that any kind of individual, whether they are into artistic field or whether into economic field or into software or any other area, they have a future here. So that's very well depicted. So it is not a kind of a nation where it is more of dharmic or where saints live or those kind of things. And you can see the 8th lord Jupiter is also in the 11th house, which is a Labhasthan. So Jupiter also is like a materialistic planet, because any planet will give the results based on the position they are in and based on the planets they are associated. So the dharma or the karma, those natures are very less, and more amount of the materialistic nature is observed here. And if we observe the Shani also here, Shani, who is the 6th and 7th lord, is in the 2nd house. So we can even see that earning or all those aspects of Saturn, the endurance and everything comes into place here. So the individualistic or the kind of loneliness among the youth and all these things actually is present here. And Shani, even though being in a 2nd house, it is in a friendly house, and that's why this country has a very good economic policies, but only when the Saturn's position doesn't seem to be favorable for them from the Simha Lagna point of view. Currently it is in the 7th house, or it's the 7th lord. So certain times the economy would be in a problematic situation, but nevertheless they are a very good nation in terms of providing shelter and protection for their citizens. So this is very well noted from their chart. And we can say that the Lagna is in a Papa Kartari Yoga. It is not in a Shubha Kartari Yoga. So the country is always up and running, or always under the threat. But the Lagna Lord being in a very such good position ensures that they are very strong and they have such a great public image as well. So Moon in the 7th house is a very good position, considering that 12th lord in the 7th house. So that's a very good position, and immigrants, as I mentioned, form the larger population of this country. So now let's move ahead to the charts of Mr. Trump as well as Miss Harris. So this will actually begin the actual prediction of us in this video. So first I am taking the chart of Miss Kamala Harris, ladies first. So Miss Kamala Harris chart, as you can see on the screen. So she is born with Mithun Lagna and Moon in the Ashwini Nakshatra. So Moon is in the 11th house for her, and Rahu is in the Lagna for her, Ketu in the 7th house, and Mithun Lagna's Lord Mercury, Buddha, is in the 5th house, along with the Sun, who is Nicha here. But the Nichatva of Sun is cancelled because Sun is in Parivartana Yoga with the disposter, that is Venus. So the 3rd lord Sun is in 5th house and the 5th lord Venus is in 3rd house. So Venus is placed in its own nakshatra and Sun is in a friendly nakshatra, that is Chitra nakshatra. And if you can see in the Navamsha, it is in a friendly Navamsha with a benefic Venus and aspected by Moon. So though it is with Saturn also, who is retrograde, but we can see that Sun is somewhat has improved its position, or it is not completely into blemish as well. So seeing from the chart of Miss Kamala Harris, she has a very strong and influential chart, and seeing from the political point of view, political career point of view, it is very important to analyze the 4th house and the 10th house, because 10th house is the career and 4th house is the house of throne. And also to win an election, the 6th house, house of competition, also should be in a very good shape. So considering that, if we see the Lagna Lord is in the 5th house and Mercury also becomes the 4th Lord. So the Lagna Lord and the 4th Lord Mercury, Buddha, is in the 5th house, which is forming a great amount of Raj Yoga, because it is also aspected by Moon, who is a full moon here. So that's why it is a very benefic Mercury and also in a very good position. But Mars is aspecting this Mercury. So Mars through its 4th aspect is aspecting this Mercury. So this will make her very brave and very courageous as well, because Mars is her, if I am not wrong, yes, Mars is her Atma Karaka also. So she has a person, she is very strong, she is very courageous, she is a very brave woman as well. So that's very much depicted in the chart. And to mention, the Raj Yoga is very well made here, but considering the Navamsha here, because Venus is with Saturn and Sun, and also Mercury is in Dhanur Rashi without any benefic aspect or without any benefic relation, because Mercury is in a benefic Navamsha, yes, but it is in a third house, and if we see from the Rashi Tulya Navamsha perspective, it is in the fifth house. So again it is coming to the same bhava. So it is a kind of a good position, but not completely a very good position, because an aspect of Jupiter would have made it much more greater. But there is one more silver lining in this horoscope, that is the fourth house, the Kanya Rashi, has the aspect of retrograde Jupiter, who is the unconditional benefic. So being the 7th and 10th lord, though placed in the 12th house, is aspecting her 4th house, and this is actually like a saving grace. So there is no malefic aspects on the 4th house. So there is one malefic aspect on the 4th lord Mercury, but there are no malefic aspects on the 4th house. So this shows that she will have a lot of competitors, a lot of fierce competition also, but once she comes to a position, she'll be able to handle it well, because the 4th house is devoid of any malefic aspect and it has a benefic aspect of Jupiter. So Jupiter's aspect on the 4th house, so it will delay the position for her, but it will not deny the position, because it is Vakri. So it will delay the position. So it will delay the position by a year or two, but it will not deny the position. And no Saturn aspect on the 4th house, or no Mars aspect on 4th house, which is actually good. But Saturn is aspecting her Amartya Karaka Venus. So it is very good, because she is a very strategic mindset person. She has a lot of plans, and at times she may sound quite what to say, weird and peculiar in her speeches, but that could be due to the transits. But seeing from her horoscope, she is very smart and she is very intelligent, because Rahu in the Lagna, so usually that creates a kind of a confusion among the public whether she has that capability to be the president of America. But she has every caliber of that. And if we remember, she is now running the race against a opponent like Mr. Trump, who was like a almost a winner until her nomination, or until her name was confirmed. So she is creating that as a first comer itself to a person who has already been a president. So this itself shows the kind of caliber she possesses. And now seeing from the transit point of view, because now we have seen her chart, so it is really good. And from Dasha Antardasha, she is running Rahu Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha, and Venus is her Amartya Karaka. So Venus being Amartya Karaka from the February 2024 is in the time period, and she is definitely has a great chance to take that high position. Again, I'm telling, she is already a vice president, so people may have a doubt that she has already been at such high position. But even going one more step, so how do we differentiate it? So for this, I have to consider the transit day, how it is favorable for her and what kind of effects it can give her. So let's see the transit horoscope as well, which is on the voting day, 5th of November. So I have taken 5th of November's horoscope based on Uday Lagna. But I will turn out to the chart to see from Kamala Harris point of view to Mithun Lagna. So if from Mithun Lagna, when I see the horoscope of 5th of November, I can see that Sun is debilitated in the 5th house, and the Venus is present in the 6th house, so which is very favorable. That is, she is gonna fight a competition, and there could be a surprising victory as well, and there could be some surprising outcome as well. So there is a possibility of both, because the 6th house is Vrishchik Rashi, and Vrishchik Rashi Lord Mars is debilitated, and it is not aspecting the Rashi, but it has two benefits, Venus and Mercury there, and Venus is placed at a very strong position. It is in Gandant also, that is to note, but it is aspected by Jupiter, who is retrograde. So retrograde Jupiter aspecting the Venus in the 6th house for her, which is a very promising. That is, for winning the competition, she will use multiple kinds of strategies, and her connect with the public will be really good, and she will get some kind of benefit also. But again, there is some amount of blemish because of Ketu in the 4th house from the Mithun Lagna here, and 4th Lord Mercury, he is in a not so good Rashi, because for Mercury, Scorpio or Vrishchik Rashi is not a good Rashi because it's an inimical Rashi for it, but it is with another benefic Venus, but the conjunction is not so close, it is very far, like 20 degree. So the Mercury Venus conjunction is not working out so well. So it might happen that her message, her communication may not reach to every individual in America, because of which it might difficult for her to get the complete victory husband. So there is yoga, but there is a blemish also along with it. So there is some hindrances because of this. So Ketu in the 4th house shows that there is some lacking which she will have. That is, if she wins, she may win with some amount of majority, or if she is losing, she might lose at a very thin margin as well. So that is very much possible for Miss Kamala Harris, but she'll give a very fantastic fight, because Jupiter aspecting the 6th house means your enemies will be terrified of her. So that's what will actually mentions, and having that benefic aspect in the 6th house, but malefic in the 6th house would have done much better. But nevertheless, the 6th lord is debilitated in the 2nd house. So if she can make her communication better, and if she can reach out to people in a better way, I think that would have, or that can make things much more easier for us, is what I feel. And yeah, that is the only way which she can, because the Mars debilitation in the 2nd house is what somewhat causing her problems. So certain statements or certain speeches made by her might backfire her, so there is a possibility of that also. But with Rahu in the 8th house from the what to say, yeah, so from the Rahu in the 8th house from the Simha Lagna, because United States of America's Lagna is Simha Lagna, so from there, so it shows that there will be some kind of conspiracies or some kind of strategies which would be employed, because of which there could be some twists and turns in the outcome of the elections as well. So which is something uh, uh, both of the candidates has to watch out for. So this is from the Miss Kamala Harris chart. So lastly, coming to the Varshapal chart, which I am adding on because the competition is so fierce between Mr. Trump and Miss Kamala Harris. So I am adding the point from the Varshapal also. So Venus is the Varshesh for her, and Munta is in the 10th house along with the moon, and 10th Lord Mercury is in 2nd house with Sun. So if we see from the Varshapal point of view, she has a very great possibility of becoming a president or reaching a high position, because Munta is in the 10th house, which represents career only. So it's very good. It's considered when Munta is in 9, 10, 11, the person will get excellent results. And October 20th onwards is she has started a very great amount of time period. So her prospects of winning has improved in the last 15-20 days than before. So that's something which we can say. And to say that in a short, considering all these factors of Miss Kamala Harris, she has a great potential to become. And even seeing from the future, next year January, February onwards, she'll be entering the 3rd Sadesati. So if we observe the horoscope of her, the birth chart as well as the current transit, Mars is in the same sign as it was in her birth chart, and even Jupiter and Saturn also in the same position in Vakri only, has in her birth chart. So she has already turned 60 years also, and this will happen only in 60 years, that all the three outer planets from geocentric positions, Mangal, Guru and Shani, all the three will be in the same positions as it was in their birth chart. So she will be entering the 3rd Sadesati also. She is born in Ashwini Nakshatra, and from, if you are taking that 45-degree rule, so from January onwards she will be in the Sadesati, the 3rd Sadesati. And considering that Shani is placed really well in a horoscope, and Shani is in a comfortable or a good Shadbala also. Shani actually being in the 11th house from the Chandra Lagna Kundli, and also from the her lagna also, he becomes the 9th lord and is in 9th house. So Shani being a Trikona lord will actually favor her very much, and it is a general aspect, and it's a what to say, from the classic scriptures we can say that during the Sadesati, for people into politics kind of career or in any kind of a career, if Shani is well placed in their chart, it will make them reach to a very high position in life. So she has already become a vice president, but now she will reach to much more higher position, considering that it is starting the third Sadesati. So first Sadesati she would have had it when she was 1 or 2 year old, and the second when she was in 30s, and the final one now she'll be having in her 60s. So the conditions for her are very promising from the chart, as well as from the transit, as well as from the Varshapal. So considering all the factors, she is a very tough opponent for Mr. Donald Trump, and it's a very good candidate which Democrats have actually put in forward, because if anyone would have been there from Democrats, probably they would have lost it before the elections could happen. But because it's Miss Kamala Harris, we can definitely hope that she may win as well. But we have to see Mr. Trump's chart also, which I'll be explaining now. So now I'm showing the chart of Mr. Donald Trump. So if you can see the chart of Mr. Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is born in Simha Lagna and moon in Jyeshta Nakshatra. Moon is a debilitated moon, but along with Ketu in such a close conjunction. Moon and Ketu have already met and have departed. So he is someone born during the Grahana, which we can say it very easily, because here again it is a full moon. So he was born during the lunar eclipse, and Sun is with Rahu. So because of which, when he became the president for the first time also, there were a lot of conspiracies against him, or there were a lot of pulling politics in a very high alarming moment also. So that is very much depicted in his chart, and with Rahu Ketu in 410 axis, so definitely it will be the major thing in his life also. So 4th house is for throne and 10th house is for career, as I mentioned. So if we consider that Mars is aspecting his 4th house, who is the 4th lord itself, and Mars being in the Lagna, it is a Yoga Karaka. So Yoga Karaka in the Lagna is a very auspicious stuff. So it itself is forming a very great Raj Yoga. But Lagna Lord Sun in the 10th house along with Rahu, though blemish, is actually Digbali here. So that's why Sun is at a very good strength here. But Rahu is taking away the major amount of strength of Sun, and that's why it will not be that easy battle for Mr. Trump. So Jupiter being in the 2nd house is aspecting Sun, so there is some amount of saving grace, but it is not an easy battle, because the 6th lord Saturn is in 12th house along with Venus. So it might be a coincidence, or it might be a well thought move by the Democrats, that a woman, if fielded against Mr. Trump, I know even before also Hillary Clinton was the opponent for him from the Democrats, but if a strong female comes in as opponent for Mr. Trump, then it won't be an easy battle for Mr. Trump, because Venus, though is Venus is not a friendly planet for this Lagna, but it is the 10th lord, and he is also running in 10th lord Venus Antardasha only now. But Saturn, who is very important planet for politics, is not so well placed in this Lagna, and it's not a favorable planet for the Lagna as well. So currently Saturn being in such high position and such a favorable position, he is completing the transit in Kumbh Rashi also, which is not a good house for him. So there is a lot of threat of enemies for him, and of course we did see that the attack on him, which shouldn't have happened, and everyone did express that this was something kind of a black day in America. So considering all those things, Mr. Trump definitely has a great chance of becoming the president of United States of America, but the win won't be that easy, because the Lagna is in a Shubhakarta Yoga, which is a very good plus point for him. For her, it was not there like that. She did not have those kind of positions. So here this is one plus point which we can see. So, and the 4th lord, who is Mars, is well placed in the Lagna. So that is a very important aspect of Mr. Trump. So he is someone born to rule, is what I can say. And the 2nd lord Mercury is in the 11th house. So monetarily and financially he is a well sound person also. So the fourth Lord Mars has everything to say during this time, and he is in Jupiter Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha. So both the candidates are in Venus Antardasha, but and this becomes a very important aspect because Venus becomes the decider here, and currently Venus is in Vrishchik Rashi, which is the most mysterious sign. So if we are considering both the horoscopes side by side, we can say that it is very difficult to say who could be, but the communication and reaching out to the public will play a major role in the outcome of this US presidential election. So this is something 100% true. So who the both of them, who among them will be very clear in their communication, has very clear agenda, clear strategies, they will have the upper hand over them. And now coming back to the chart of Mr. Trump itself. So yes, the Lagna is in Shubhakartari Yoga, Yoga Karaka, Mars is in Lagna, and this Mars is placed very well in the Trimshamsha also, because it's believed that if the planet is placed well in Lagna Kundli as well as in Trimshamsha, then that planet will give you abundant amount of positive results, especially when it is placed in its own sign in Trimshamsha. And here we can see that Mangal is placed in its own sign in Trimshamsha for Mr. Trump. So that Mangal's transit and Mangal's position has a lot to say for Mr. Trump. And we can understand that Mangal is the Yoga Karaka here, and when an attack was also planned on him, in a fraction of second he got saved. So this save in the fraction of second is also represented by Mars itself. So it shows that how grateful he has to be for the planet Mars, and of course the real estate, everything is represented by Mars itself here. So now if we take up the chart of the day of voting, when voting takes place from the Donald Trump's chart point of view, so it will be Simhalagna. I'll be taking it from the Simhalagna because Trump is Simhalagna. So from here, Venus and Mercury would be in the 4th house. So that's a very promising actually. And in the 6th house, the 6th Lord Saturn will be in the 7th house. So he will get a very fierce opponent, a very tough competition. But both Jupiter and Saturn are aspecting his 4th house actually from the Lagna, which is called as double transit. So whenever the double transit happens on any house, it ensures the victory related to that house. So the 4th house, which is house of throne, is aspected both by Jupiter and Saturn. So Jupiter being in the 10th house, though retrograde, is aspecting the 7th house, and Saturn being in the 7th house, the lord of 7th house, is aspecting the 4th house through its 10th aspect. So that this double transit actually will ensure the victory, or will increase the chances or possibility of Mr. Trump being the president of America. So this is the main important point in the chart of Mr. Trump while analyzing, I found. So this is a very important point. And next, moving ahead to the Varshapal prediction. So Shani is Varshesh for him, and also the Muntesh, and Munta is in the 7th house for him. So there is a Pada Prapti Yoga also. Though Munta in the 7th house is generally not considered good, but 7th house is very important for Pada Prapti. So Munta coming to 7th house, I have analyzed in many kundlis that when Munta comes into 7th house, with a lot of hard work and efforts, the person achieves to a very high position. So that's what we can see in Mr. Trump's chart also, that this year he may actually, and there's a high possibility he might return as president of America. So this was the analysis of mine for Mr. Donald Trump as well as Miss Kamala Harris chart. So now summarizing both the charts, positive and negatives. So for Miss Kamala Harris, the main important point is that she has Dasha Antardasha is mediocre, but the Sade Sati, the upcoming Sade Sati is a very important aspect which we have to consider for her for becoming the president. And from Donald Trump's point of view, it is the double transit which is happening, and also the Jupiter, Saturn both aspecting the 4th house where the benefic planets are present. So the day when voting takes place, if you are taking from his Lagna, so it's very favorable. And the second point which is for Kamala Harris is The Varshapal has Munta in the 10th house, so that is a very great point. And Donald Trump has the Munta in the 7th house. So 10th house, among the 10th house and 7th house, if you have to consider one house which could be more stronger or which is more necessary in this time, we have to consider 7th house, because 7th house represents Pada Prapti Yoga and 10th house just shows the elevation or the dominance. So we have to actually majorly prioritize the 7th house, but we cannot rule out Miss Kamala Harris having Munta in the 10th house. So it can give a surprising victory as well. So considering like this, I can say that Mr. Trump has slightly an edge over Miss Harris, but I'll not be surprised if Miss Kamala Harris wins this election for two reasons. Because she has such a strong chart from the inherent strength point of view, and considering that Rahu is also being very supportive to her, and some conspiracies or some strategies which they have actually planned, Democrats which they have planned, that will work out really well. So if that works out really well than expected, then there is every chance that Miss Kamala Harris can become the president of America. It's just that they have just 1 or 2 days more, but their communication could have been more better, or should have been more clear. That could have helped them. But Mr. Trump definitely has an edge over Miss Harris. So I can say from this analysis that if Mr. Trump is winning this US elections, he may win with a simple majority or a very somewhat kind of a hung or in a very thin line margin. But Miss Kamala Harris, if she is winning, then it is definitely a great play of Saturn, because Shani is not a favorable planet for Donald Trump, and it is a favorable planet for Miss Kamala Harris. So Shani's role and the way Venus will play out its strategies will actually rule out everything here. So Mr. Donald Trump and Miss Kamala Harris are very strongest opponents in the history of United States of America's electoral polls. So let's hope the best among them win, and also USA have a great future in a positive way. Though we are from other country, we do wish good for all the countries. So that's what even I'm doing. But though Mr. Trump has a lot of plus points to be the winner in this election, but Miss Kamala Harris is someone who we cannot rule out. So there are chances, there are gray areas, so which they can work out, and they may actually in the next 2 days or by the time the counting starts. So the mood of the nation on the 5th of November, it will be a little bit surprising. But whatever it is, the outcome will be very surprising for the United States of America. That is for sure. So the hung or those kind of things doesn't arise much here, but there is definitely some kind of surprising victory or surprising outcome which is awaited for United States of America. So this is my prediction for US presidential elections. I hope you like it. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also press the bell icon to receive notifications. So until we meet again, thank you and have a good day.